Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon. Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life, accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Hey everybody, thank you guys for showing up today. This might be the last day of the trial, the mock trial. You guys, we're doing the mock trial on the cash case, you guys. I'm hoping everybody's learning from it. I'm waiting for the players to come in the building. We do have the second defense and we have third chair in the building. And I am second chair prosecutor. Let's see if we have all the jurors in the house, because you might be going into the room and congregating with each other and finding out what you believe and talking and all this other stuff. Guys, you know, it may this pretty much will probably be the last day. If not, it'd be really close. Trust and believe it'll be really close. The juror is probably voting today. Yes, Cheryl C. So I see we got Pez, Cheryl C., V. Linville, Wanda, Lorraine, and Kitten Smith. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't see E and E in the house yet, or I don't see Pretty K. We're going to give them some time. We're still waiting on the head prosecutor, the lead prosecutor, and we're still waiting on the lead defense to come in. And if we've got the other witness in the building, tap on that StreamYard and come on in, if you would, please, and we'll see. Because usually mock trials don't take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. But I mean, this is our first time. Next time we'll probably do a little faster. But I'm learning from a lot of this, and I hope you guys are learning some things. Just being a little more detailed into the questions and doing research. It helps with research and awareness. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens. It is 5:01. I don't even see the judge yet. I don't even see the judge. Where's the judge? Let me see where the judge is. Where's the judge? Judge. Okay, we've got the witness in the house. Where is the judge? So it's going to take a little while, you guys. We do this everything. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Share the live. Share it. A lot of people don't know that we own. So go ahead and share. You guys know how to share. You go and you hit share and you post. And you post something like, we live. Now, come. You know what I'm saying? Share the live. And we're doing this for awareness, you guys. We're doing this for research, and it might change your way of thinking about the whole situation. We don't know. We do not know. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is not letting me do this. This is crazy. So, okay. Yeah, YouTube do some real different stuff now. So it always take a little bit more than longer to get set up. You got to go off into the studios and stuff. So I don't know where the judge can be. I don't know where LaKendra's at. Because this is a long thing here. So we got 3, 4. And we don't really, whether the prosecutor's here or not, I will stand in for if the prosecutor's busy. And we've got 2 people on the defense, so that's fine. But we do need the judge. We do need the judge. And I did text her. Let me see. She's probably driving on her way home or something. I just want them all in handcuffs. I hope they have enough. Mary says. Let me get this. So this is going to be a little bit extensive because we are trying to oh Lord. We're trying to get it all taken care of today, you guys. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it taken care of today so that we don't have another day. And yes, the jurors will probably go in today. Oh, we got all the defense here. All the defense here. Okay. I'm trying to. I got to do this on my. This don't make no sense. That's kind of weird. Oh, there it is. Now, okay, let me see if we're doing it right.
So I'm not worried if the judge is late. Oh yeah, see. Okay. I'm not worried if the judge is late. They want me to be in agreement with something here. So I'm trying to see what it is they want me to be in agreement with. So we're waiting on the judge, but I am trying to figure out something here. Okay, I guess I need to say. Okay. How's everybody doing? Hey, Dorothy, how are you? Tina Powers is in the building. We're waiting on the judge. The judge. We're going to check Mike while we're waiting on the judge. I don't know where the judge is. The judge is at. I have no clue. Check Mike. Zan?
Mike check.
Okay. I can hear a little TV in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Mic check. Good. Mic check. Defense chair number 3.
Mike check.
Sounds good. Good. Okay. Lead defense. Mic check.
I'm not in the house yet.
Okay. She's not in the house yet. Okay, we're just waiting on the judge, and then we're going to get started. The judge has been paid off. Sam, what do you say that for? Hey, Miss H, how you doing? Rita Banks is in the building. Avalanche, Mary Higgins. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good weekend. We do have Pez, Cheryl C., Van Linville, Wanda, Lorraine, and Kitten Smith, 3456. We're looking for E and our Pretty K and the judge. Waiting for them to come in the building. Okay. So how is everybody doing? How is everybody? She says she's only joking. Betty is lovely. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Well, we might gonna have to get another judge up here. We might have to get another judge up here because we got to get done today no matter what. We've got everybody ready to do this and everybody to finish this off. Okay. Uh-oh. She said yes. I said, you coming? She said yes. So good. She's on her way. Anyway, how's everybody doing? She did good. Yes, she is. She's very good. Hey, Miss H. Hey, T-Star. How you doing? I'm going to put a prayer out there for you. Shay Works by Faith. Rita. Mary Martin. Sam C.W. Wilhelmina. Sonia Watts. B. Linville. Sugar Mama. How you doing, Sugar Mama? Mary Higgins, Freddie Johnson, TJ, how you doing? Zena, I'll keep saying Zan. Shay Works by Faith, Apaterica, Avalanche, Leslie Henry, Tina Powers, Pez, Mary Martin, Lisa M. How's everybody doing? Dorothy Pruitt. How are you? If I miss saying your name, please say something. Lisa is in the building. Lisa is in the building. Great love. Okay. So Shay Bay, how you doing? How are you doing? And so we got Marsha Poole, how you doing? Salem, how you doing? How are you doing? I think these days has been great. No need to shorten it. You're doing a great. No, we're getting a big hit right now. So, I mean, we're doing what we're doing, but you know what I'm saying? Usually mock trials don't last no more than that day. I mean, within an hour or two, everybody had 5 minutes to speak or whatever and cross-examine and stuff like that, and it's done. But this was a little bit more extensive. This is our first time. we had a little bit more time on our hands, but there's other cases that you guys, we need to put some awareness to too. Okay, okay, I probably need to, you got two things open here. Defense. Okay. I'm going to check mic this one. Check mic. Check mic.
Mic check.
All right, sounds good. All right, sounds good. All right, we got Judge Betty in the building, you guys. We are going to start. Oh, I think she's out and about. She's trying to get home. So let me go ahead and let you guys know. We're finna start the fourth day of the trial against state against DB. Hear he, hear he. All rise. We are now, court is in session. State against DB. Docket number 15822-021. Okay. I got everybody up there. Judge Betty is buffering a little bit. Let me make sure I put that back up in there. Okay.
Okay.
We're waiting for the judge. He kind of buffered a little bit. She's up, but she's still buffering.
All right.
She's in, but she's buffering. How's everybody doing today? Judge Betty, you're still buffering. She went out. She's trying to get on. She's probably driving. She's probably like, doggone it. Okay.
Go ahead and start.
You trying to multitask, aren't you?
Well, I'm driving in traffic and I'm going in and out of signals, but go ahead and start. I can hear you guys. I do apologize that I'm running late.
Okay. Okay. The head prosecutor is not here, LaKendra. I don't know where she's at, but we're going to go ahead and start because we're going to try to settle everything today and move to the other cases. So with the head prosecutor not here, I will call, Your Honor, can I call the next witness?
Yes, you may call the next witness.
I'll call Antonise, Miss Square.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hello, Miss Square.
Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Judge, do you want to swear her, promise her in?
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, as you know it. I know that someone said I'm supposed to say something else, but we're trying to stay away from that word. I don't like to use the word swear.
Right. Tell the whole
Yes,
truth and
ma'am.
nothing but the truth. So help you. Right?
Yes, I do.
So help you.
I do.
You
Yes, I
you
do.
may proceed, prosecutor.
Okay. Miss Square, could you tell the court on May the 15th exactly how did that day start off, starting with about 6:30?
Well, I was kind of debating on if I should do my little walk run that I do every morning. I just wasn't feeling it, but I decided to go ahead with it. And when I proceeded, I was going on my regular route that I normally take, and I saw something in the street as I was, getting my little jog on. And the next thing I can remember, I was wondering. I thought it was like an animal or something. I wasn't really sure. I was I normally talk to my mom on the phone while I'm running, just for security purposes and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I told her, and she said, if I could ask me if I could see it or whatever. And I went a little closer, and I seen like little feet, and it just traumatized me. But yeah, that's what I saw. I saw the baby, the child laying in the street, but initially I thought it was an animal or something.
Okay. And what was on the baby's feet and hands?
He had some. When I got closer, the more closer I got, the better I could see, and I noticed there were small ants on him. He had like some. There was blood like around his head. It wasn't. Once I just seen it was a human, it just devastated me. So I mean, I'm still traumatized. I still see that vividly in my eye, in my mirror's eye. When I close my eyes, I mean, on
Right.
his feet there was some ants and everything. It was horrific.
Okay. And what did you proceed to do after you seen
Well,
that?
well, initially, like I said, I panicked and got all hysterical. But I looked around. My mom said call the police, and that's exactly what I went to do. I went to call the police, and I saw some more people that was getting up, looked like they was in their regular routine, maybe going to work or something. Some more neighbors, and I consulted with them, got them to come over, and they assisted me in making sure we got the police down. But just as I was looking and trying to see was anybody around or anything, um not too long after, the police pulled right up.
Okay. Um, um, I've only got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Now, the defendant that's sat next to the defense attorneys named DB. Have you seen him
Mhm.
before?
No. Mm-mm. I have not.
You have not seen him in your neighborhood?
No. Mm-mm.
Do you know Miss Sherrod?
Not personally, but I have actually. Okay, so when I come into my community, I've noticed her home, but I don't know her personally, or I have seen people outside her home, but no, I don't know her.
Okay. Okay. Uh oh, somebody. Did you recognize anyone that was at the scene?
No, I didn't recognize. I mean, I didn't recognize anybody at the scene. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I mean, there was neighbors that eventually, floated out their house with the presence of the police, but I knew some of them, like my neighbors and stuff. But no, I didn't know anybody that was at the scene.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. No other questions. Thank you.
Defense, do you have questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Miss Square, on that morning, did it look like the child had been lying there for some time, a long time?
Mm, I'm just a lay person. I wouldn't know how long he had been laying there. I mean, with the ants on his feet, I'm assuming maybe a little time. I don't know. It didn't look like it to me.
Would you be able to tell me what the weather was like that day?
It was a good brisk morning. It wasn't. I mean, I think they had some chances of showers, but nothing major. No, it wasn't raining or anything. It was a nice morning. Good to get out and get your exercise.
Okay. What, it wasn't raining, but there was a chance of showers. Would you say overcast or cloudy?
Well, okay, so in the morning it's like dark, and so I didn't see like but there was a chance, like we always have like chances of showers um a little bit, but no rain. It was no rain or anything in the air. I mean, it wasn't rain drizzling or anything like that. I think I remember that's why I was a little hesitant about taking my run, but I do remember it was something like maybe a foreshadowing, but I'm really not sure.
Okay. Um, you said that you've driven through and you've seen people in front of Miss Sherrod's house. On average, just at a glance, how many people would you say you've seen in front of her home?
Mainly just teens, young adults. You said the number. You would like a number?
A rough number. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, maybe four. I mean, just I'm on different days. Just that's just me entering the community, going to my house. So I never really counted them, but I mean, there's been a people, and even herself going and coming to her house. But yeah, and I only know that because of now watching, with everything else that has transpired, that's where the baby came from there. So I hadn't put everything together beforehand.
I understand. Would you say that there was a lot of blood in your previous answer? You said there was blood around the child's head. Was there a puddle of any sort?
Yeah, there was blood. There was a significant amount of blood. Yes,
And that had to be quite traumatic for you to see.
yes,
Um,
ma'am.
I just have one more question. How long did it take after you called the police that they showed up?
I didn't really time it, but it was like I would say in the midst of like 5 to 10 minutes. It wasn't long. I mean, that's just my perspective. It could have been shorter. I'm not really sure, but it seemed to be pretty fast. I was still, going through my panic mode and, just disbelief. So it was right along there when the police actually showed up and was there to secure the area and everything.
Okay. And you don't know of any other calls. I'm sorry. You don't know of any other calls outside of the call you made to the police.
Oh no.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to reserve the time to question this witness at a later time.
That's so be it.
Hello? Yes. What happened to the witness? LaKendra just got here. Did you have any questions, LaKendra, for the witness? She took off.
Which one?
A Square, the jogger.
The jogger?
You need her to come back up. We lost the judge also.
I don't know what questions you already asked her.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. She can only tell us what she's seen. And I asked her, did she know the defendant? Have she seen the defendant before? And she said no.
Okay.
We're waiting for the judge to come back up. I need to let the judge know about the situation with Cam. Okay.
Yeah, because I was basically just gonna question her on basically what she found when she walked up on, you know.
Oh, they went through that. The judge was up and we lost her again. I had asked her, how did her day start? And she told us she went for her walk. She came up on something. She didn't know what it was. She thought it was an animal. Then she said as she got closer, she seen hands and feet. She told her mom. Her mom told her to call 911. And
oh, that's the exact same stuff I have.
Okay, so yes, we went through that. Okay, Your Honor, we had a witness a couple of days ago, and we found out that the witness now is in hospital. We don't know what was going on there, so we cannot question that witness, but we would like to share in his deposition what he has said as far as the same thing that was in the interview with the news as Exhibit 9.
Defense, you have any? Has it been shared with the defense? You said within his deposition. Defense, do you have a copy of this deposition?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
He
you may
made-
move for.
That
sorry.
wasn't the witness, but yes, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
He made 2 interviews
the
at the
Go ahead.
I was just notifying you that he made 2 interviews with the news, and the same thing that he said in the deposition at the time, that we don't know if we don't know what the situation's going on. But it's the same thing that he said in the deposition with the police department when he was questioned. So I would like to play 9 and 10 of that.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
He's just the sweetest boy. Cameron Morey told me about the boy he calls his brother, Cash Shenette. He was the sweetest boy ever. He loved like y'all right here. He'd be so happy to run out here. Like, what's up, y'all? Sadly, Cash was found dead in the street Saturday morning, just blocks from his home. Honestly, I'm confused, bro. Like, why? He was 4, you know? Like, who does this to 4-year-old kids? You know what I'm saying? Police arrested 18-year-old Darian Brown. DPD says Brown broke in and kidnapped the child around 5 a.m. Saturday. The family says cameras inside the home captured it all. It shows him coming in, took him while he was asleep. While he's asleep. Carried him out of my house while he's asleep. Brown faces kidnapping and burglary charges. Investigators anticipate more charges after they get results from the lab. Why couldn't he do it to me? I'd rather me than him. Cameron said he went to high school with the suspect, but he believes the crime is random. Random, yes, random out of nowhere, for no reason. There's no reason for none of this. There's no it's not from revenge, not from hate, not from none of that. Not to get back at us, nothing. Cash is not Cameron's biological brother. Cameron said his mom was dating a man who has a few sons, and Cash is one of them. A few months back, they broke up, and the man left the boys with Cameron's mom. That was my brother. Left the boys with Cameron's mom. Anybody told me he wasn't, he was. He says he's devastated. Just to do it. He says he's devastated. Did it just to do it. Grieving the loss of this 4-year-old. Found dead in the street. I don't understand, bro. Why they do it to him? The door is broke right here, as you can see. It doesn't have a latch on it, so we use a chain now to lock it up. And that's where he came in. He lifted the door up, and right here, as you can see, it's been kicked in or tampered with, if you would call it. And he made his way through here while we were all asleep. Quiet, I guess. I don't know why nobody heard him around here. And then Indy here. This is where the boys slept. This is where they were sleeping that night. They slept in the bed. He just came in, just stood over him, just watched him. The cameras are here, directly at the crib, watching. They just picked him up, took him back that way, carried him, carried him. Brought him back this way, and just took him back out that way. And from there,
Okay. Your Honor, Kate Square is still in the building if the defense needs her or the prosecutor needs her, just to let you know. And Miss Sherrod is available also. And the neighbor is available also. But prosecutor, do you have any questions? What you want to do?
I want to know, is Cameron in the building?
No. He's in the hospital.
Okay, because I had that as my last book. Okay.
Yeah, we just used his interview as his testimony. That was the same that was on his deposition.
Okay.
We would like to call back Monica Sherrod if possible, Your Honor.
If Monica Sherrod is in the gallery, please come to the witness stand.
Okay. It's going to take a little while. Oh, Monica. She just texted me, so we're waiting on her. She just texted me. I just texted her back.
Would you like to take a 2-minute recess to allow the witness to come forth?
Yeah. She just texted me and said, okay. 2-minute recess, you guys.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Okay, we have Monica in the building. I'll bring her up.
Good afternoon, Ms. Sherrod. Judge Betty,
Before we get started, Ms. Sherrod, you do know that you're still under oath, and what you say is the truth, the whole truth. So help you. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
may proceed. Defense.
Ms. Sherrod, with all the people living in your home, did you find it safe to have the children sleeping near a broken door or garage that was so easily accessible to the outside world?
I'm not sure if I completely understand what you're asking. I know what you're asking, but I'm not sure. I'm not completely clear.
I'll rephrase, Your Honor. The garage door appeared to be broken, according to news statements and video. Did you find it safe to put the children so close to the broken garage?
There's you have to go through the kitchen, and you have to the other door that was in that room was locked. They weren't able to get out of, but it's not like the garage door was right. But if it's necessarily, no, ma'am, it probably wasn't the safest thing, but there was space. It wasn't right next to the garage. There's the kitchen and the dining room.
The other door in the room was locked, but the door leading into the home from the garage was not?
There's a side door that's by the windows. There's a side door by I'm not good with my east and west, but where the window was, where the black curtain was, there's a door that leads to the side of the house. That's the one I'm referring to.
Yes, Ms. Sherrod. But according to previous testimony, it was stated that Mr. Brown broke into the door coming from the garage. Could he not have broken into the door?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Rephrase the question, please.
Is the door that leads directly into the boys' room more secure than the other door?
The door that leads into the room or the door on the side of the house?
The door on the side of the house by the window.
That was more secure.
How so, Ms. Sherrod?
You're muted. We can't hear your comment.
Yes. Oh, was I have you? I apologize. The one that was more secure, is that that's what we're talking about, right? Yes, the one that was in the actual room by the window was a more secure door. And like I said, there was a sliding glass door and the kitchen. The broken door and the broken garage door, there was was a couple rooms in the house before that door was, for the broken door.
How was that door more secure?
There was a deadbolt with a key. The deadbolt was a lock with a key. It wasn't a turn lock.
Okay. Did you find it safe to have paint and other supplies and tools inside the room with the children?
From I believe my dad had put that there. It wasn't like a permanent thing. He probably put that there. I did. No, it wasn't safe.
Ms. Sherrod, did you call the police at 6 a.m. on the morning or around 6:30 a.m., in between 6 and 6:30 a.m. on the morning that Cash went missing?
So I didn't realize he was missing until about that time. So there might have been maybe a hang up.
A hang up, but it was not you. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if it came from my house, I'm sure it did. I'm not sure what number if it came from a cell phone or it came from a landline. I am not positive. But it could have easily been a hang up from my phone if somebody was using it. I don't know, honestly. I don't know who made that call.
Okay. You're not sure who made the call from your home, be it landline or cell phone. Okay. Ms. Sherrod, on the video that you provided to the media, Why does it not show Cash getting into the bed as it does Carter?
Objection, Your Honor. The whole video is not for the public. Whatever she sold, that's what the news media put out. That has nothing to do with the choices of Monica, so she cannot answer that question. Or Miss Sherrod.
Objection, Your Honor.
There's more to the video, but it's just not out to the public.
Objection, Your Honor.
I haven't ruled on the first objection.
Okay.
I was going to say sustain, and you're objecting. Your reason for objecting. Go ahead.
I'm objecting because it is relevant to the case. She sold it quick, fast, and in a hurry, and that should be relevant to this case. She had viewed it and showed them, so she should be able to answer that.
It is to my understanding, and let me understand your question. Can you repeat? Your question is about the video. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So she can only speak to what we saw. I'm going to allow her to speak to what we saw because we don't. The court does not have any other video to indicate that Cash got in the bed, was put in the bed, or anything. We're only going to discuss the video at hand.
May I rephrase?
You may rephrase.
Ms. Sherrod, is there a video in existence that shows Cash getting into the bed?
I'm sure there is, but like I mean, what they're showing, what the news showing, I don't know what evidence on video. I don't know what they have and what is going to be brought into court as evidence. So I couldn't really answer that because I'm sure there is.
Ms. Sherrod, was there anyone else that had access to your camera system?
No. As far as I know.
Okay, Ms. Sherrod, this is my last question, and I will turn it over to either second defense or lead defense. Who changed the shorts on the child that night? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you. Like I said, my son Cameron would help out, and if I was asleep or if I wasn't available at the moment, I couldn't answer that. I didn't. But I did mention before earlier in the in my testimony prior that they are not completely party trained and that they could have an accident, like if we forget to tell them, hey, go to the restroom before they lay down. So that's probably what happened, but that's speculation is too, because I don't know, because I didn't change them.
My apologies, Your Honor. Before I turn it over, were you aware of the post made by your parents in regards to the rape and murder of Cash?
Objection, Your Honor. Those two parties is not in court and will not be on a witness stand.
She's speaking to her awareness, Your Honor.
Mobile rule, you may answer the question.
I wasn't aware of what my dad posted immediately. Like I said, I was being questioned at the precinct. I don't know what time it's posted. There's a lot that has transpired from that unfortunate date and in between and whatever, there's a lot of things in this case, so I didn't see it immediately. I did see it eventually, but I didn't see it right away. It's not like he came and told me, hey, I'm going to post this. I didn't know immediately. I saw it after it was already posted.
Your Honor, I reserve the right to question this witness at a later time. I will relinquish to second defense or first chair.
Proceed.
Miss Sherrod, how much did they pay you for the video?
How much did they pay me for the video?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant.
Overruled. You may answer the question.
I don't remember. I don't recall exactly how much, honestly.
Do you remember what you spent it on?
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant.
I don't recall, and
Sustained. Hold it, Miss Sherrod. Sustained. Defense. I allowed the question, but we want to stay on the lines of sustained. Rephrase or move on to another line of questioning.
Okay, rephrase. Do you remember spending extra money?
Objection, Your Honor.
I rephrased it.
Open and very vague question.
Sustained.
Sustained. Okay, Miss Monica, how good is your memory?
It all depends. I mean, trauma has a big play in remembering things, and I've had some trauma, but I know that was very traumatic for me. So it's very in and out.
So much so you don't remember having DB in your home?
I want to plead the fifth on that because.
What grounds?
Do I need grounds?
On what grounds do you plead the fifth?
Do I need grounds to plead the fifth?
Yes, you do.
Yes, Your Honor. May I have a sidebar?
Yes.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Sidebar, please.
Go ahead.
Under the United States Constitution, pleading the fifth only allows a person that is testifying in a criminal trial when they feel as if they will incriminate themselves.
I hadn't ruled on it. But go ahead, continue. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
So therefore, a grounds must be stated to you. It does not have to be stated to the defense or the prosecutor, but that grounds would have to be stated to you under the United States Constitution, Amendment 5, which is the Fifth Amendment.
Okay,
Correct.
so yes, I plead the fifth, and I do believe I would incriminate myself unknowingly. So yes, I plead the fifth.
So she's asked and answered.
No further questions for this witness.
Uh,
Second chair does have a couple of questions for the witness.
Second chair.
Miss Sherrod, uh, you
Yes,
identified you identified the defendant from the video when he had the mask on. Is that correct?
I said that it looked as if that was DB because from knowing him through my son and going to school with my son, it looked like him.
I see. And Miss Sherrod, uh, from the time that the children's father left your residence, um, until the time that this incident occurred, did you have any contact with Trevor?
I believe I already answered that question.
I'm sorry, could you refresh my memory?
No, I was trying to locate him because he said he was going job hunting and he was going to be traveling to another out of Dallas to look for a job, and I didn't hear from him from then on. I was trying to go through mutual friends to try to reach him, and there was no way for me to be able to um, contact him or get in contact.
I see. From reading the police report, it's my understanding that, well, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that question. Did you make any attempt after you were unable to reach Trevor to reach the children's mother or maternal grandmother?
No, because what from I understood, like I said, I've known Trevor for several years. Just we've known each other, just in and out of, seeing each other, touching base as friends. And from what I understood is that the mother was overwhelmed with all the kids. I don't know. I believe, I don't quote me, but I believe that there's two other girls, and she was overwhelmed, and so she asked Trevor to take the twins. So I didn't ask any questions because I felt that it wasn't my business, my place to interrogate that.
I see. Um, but you were able to give that information to the police when asked?
What happened? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Were you able to give the information to reach the mother when asked by the police? Were you able to give that information?
No, I knew her name. I knew like what her name was, but I mean, I'm sure the police did their investigative work and figured out how to contact them. I would imagine.
Okay. Um, I have no further questions for this witness.
I have one last question, Yana. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to redirect.
Right.
I'm sorry, was the defense finished?
I had one more question, Yana.
Oh,
I thought I heard you say that. Proceed. Prosecutor, one moment, please.
Miss
Proceed.
Sherrod, as a mother, well, should I ask this? I'm going to rephrase this question. Why did you immediately proclaim and start a GoFundMe as the mother of these children?
overruled, Your Honor. Objection.
To
Sorry.
assist in
Hold on,
funeral
Miss
costs if
Sherrod.
they
Hold on,
needed,
Miss
or just try to do what I
Mr.
could.
Rod, Mr. Rod, Mr. Rod. Well, she thought. Hold on, please. I think there was an objection. Hold on, Mr. Rod.
Objection to the fact that she herself did not put up a GoFundMe page.
Sustained. Rephrase. Defense.
Would you as a mother like to find out your child is missing or deceased on the news?
Objection, Your Honor. Defense is badgering the witness with that question. They were looking for this child, and the news had already put information out on this child before Monica did anything. She was down at the police station.
Sustained.
Objection.
I'm waiting.
Objection,
Go ahead.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
If she was, how is she at the police station when she identified this baby and she's not the mother?
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor, haven't answered yet.
I'm going to overrule for a moment. State for her to answer the question. Be very careful. You're in a very narrow margin right here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor.
I think
Objection, Your Honor. This question of her identifying, the news had already put it out on the news. Miss Sherrod was at the police station, Your Honor, when the news had already put out that there was a child that was found in the street. And she did, with a officer, investigator, help to identify the child with videos at the police station.
I'll move forward in my line of questioning, Your Honor.
Please do. Thank you. Move forward.
Ms. Sherrod, you came to love these children as you stated in previous testimony. Am I correct?
I came to care for them very much, deeply. I mean, to love a child, yeah. I mean,
That would be right.
yes.
Were you still in love with Mr. Gernon, Trevor Gernon?
I cared for him as well. Yes.
Do you say you were angry at his abrupt departure?
Objection, Your
Not
Honor.
necessarily.
Speculation.
Question.
Overruled. It's her feelings, how she was feeling about something. I believe that was the question.
Yes.
Yes.
You may answer the question, Mr. Rod.
Give me 1 second, please. Yes, I cared for him.
Were you upset or angry at his abrupt departure?
Not necessarily. It wasn't necessarily abrupt because he said he was going job hunting. So I was under the impression that that's what he was doing to help support his children. So I took on that responsibility. Didn't realize that he was not planning on coming back.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness. I reserve the right to question at a later date. Thank you.
Okay, prosecutor.
I do, Your Honor, have more questions. Monica, were at any time were you upset that the kids were even there in your care?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained.
When Trevor left the kids with you said you had no problem with it. Is that correct?
Initially, I didn't know, and then when it was unable to contact him later on, when I was wondering because he wasn't keeping communication in regards to the job hunt and if he was having any prospects. So at that time, I was, um, you know, getting curious about where he could be and what he could be doing. And yes, I did have the two kids, so that put more responsibility other than what I was willing to initially take on.
Okay, would you say this was a burden for you?
Not a burden.
Or
It just
or did
was.
you
It's just extra responsibility.
okay. And you had no problem with that, right?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Did you feel anything towards the kids because Trevor was gone so long?
Can you repeat that, please?
Did you feel any animosity with the kids because Trevor was gone so long? Or were you fine? And
Well, my initial reaction was I was okay with it, but when you have a responsibility as two twin boys that are not biologically yours, and and not knowing
I
what's
couldn't
going on,
really
it
hear
starts to become not a burden, but the next step. Because when you do end up caring for the kids and begin, sorry, when you begin to love the children, it's a little
exactly,
harder to make a logical decision.
exactly. And second chair, any questions for the witness?
No.
Okay. We rest.
Monica, do you know that you are still under oath, right?
Yes.
Miss Sherrod? Have you ever testified before besides this case?
Not to this degree, no.
Okay, not to this degree. Okay. No further questions. Guess we can rest.
Your Honor,
Can
I
I
don't
step
have any.
down? I'm sorry.
The prosecutor, do you have any more questions?
So they rest.
We rest. Uh, uh, Hold on, we lost the judge.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys want to call A Square back up? She's still in the building right now. If you guys want to, or do you want? Where's the judge at?
We can hand it to the jury. I mean, the young lady has been traumatized enough.
May we do closing arguments, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Monica, you could step down. We're waiting for the judge to come back on, and we'll start doing those.
Okay, thank you. I was all closing arguments. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Okay, thank you very much. I apologize. Thank you.
Calling witnesses, I apologize, but it's up to you, host and judge.
Judge has disappeared.
Yeah, she's having problems.
She's tired.
No, she's probably having internet issues.
Alpha sauce.
Prosecutor, you want to start with the closing arguments?
Yes, but before then, I had a statement here from one of the lead detectives and the psychiatrist. They've been working with Carter, and it implies and states the state also has a report and statement from the lead detective and the psychiatrist.
Objection.
both-
I don't have that. Objection. I do not have that information.
I don't see why not. It should have been in your file.
Nope, I do not have that information.
We'll wait on the judge.
Okay.
We'll wait on the judge. Judge Betty?
Yes, is there an objection on the floor? I do apologize. I lost all of my everything.
We would like to call witnesses, Your Honor, but it's up to you and the host. If not, we're ready. We're closing.
Judge,
Yes.
before we go to closing, I had a report and a statement from the lead detective and from the child psychologist that's been working with Carter.
Objection.
Victim.
And I would like to just tell them what was said.
Has this?
Game.
I'm sorry. Can we do a sidebar?
Yes.
Yes.
Present your. Has the prosecutor presented this information to the defense?
No, we do not
No,
have this.
She did not.
It should have been in a file.
No, we do not. And bringing it right before closing remarks is not professional at all.
All the reports and interviews were sent out. This is a minor, so we cannot bring him up and ask him questions.
Right.
But every victim that is a minor We have the psychologist and the psychiatrist speak to them, and whatever their finding is, this is in every case, uh, is allowed in court, whether the defense want to hear it or not. It is very important to the case.
I don't mind hearing it, so long as I know that it came from a psychiatrist and I can read exactly what she's talking about. Because right now, anybody could have wrote this report. I would like to see the report, and I do not have. If I did, I would say so.
On the report, only thing that was on that report is the brother, the twin brother, did identify DB as the person coming in that house.
It's the first I've heard of it.
Well, if you look on the video, Carter was woke and was talking to the intruder. So they did ask Carter where was Cash, and Carter said he went out the front door. Carter also said it was DB.
I'll just wait the judge's ruling on that one.
I will allow the evidence to be brought in, and as you do know, defense, you have the right to file a motion against anything that you felt you were not given the opportunity to respond to.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to file a motion, Brady violation.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Brady violation.
Okay. Can you explain that to me, please?
Brady violation is the withholding of exculpatory evidence, either unintentionally or intentionally.
And prosecutor, are you stating they should have had this information in their files?
They should have, Your Honor.
That's what she said.
So excuse me.
They
So
should have, Your Honor.
all of the information that you have shared it with the defense.
Just like we get a copy, we send over their copy.
Okay, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, go ahead, defense.
Well, allow it.
You say you do not have a copy of it?
No, we didn't.
Your Honor,
Yes.
every victim in any crisis situation is always spoken to. Defense knows this. This is not something we have to go and tell them. It's in their discovery. If they did not go and ask to speak to the people that spoke to Carter, that's on them. They know every victim will be spoken to, especially age being a minor.
I'm going to allow the evidence to come in at this time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, is that going to be in evidence or?
She said she allowed it.
I said I would allow it. You said you were presenting.
We can move on to our closing argument.
I thought you were going to read what.
Oh, sorry. I thought I read it.
Jesus.
No. We were debating it, if you recall. We were at the sidebar.
To the child psychologist and the lead detective, Carter said that they said that he explained pretty much that how he wasn't asleep and recognized Darian Brown as the person who took Cash out of the bed and out of the room. That's it, Your Honor.
Any further witnesses at this time?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I had some evidence that I wanted to present.
I was coming to. I'm go forward. Move forward.
I had some videos that I wanted to bring into evidence.
If before I move past the prosecutor, do you all have any further witnesses? Prosecution.
No, we don't.
At this time, defense. Would you like to present your case? Do you have any witnesses or evidence you'd like to bring in at this time?
I
Defense
do
chair
have,
too has something.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
I have some videos that I would like to present.
Will you be calling any witnesses?
That would be up to my lead defense.
Well, move forward, defense team.
Defense Chair 2, you were presenting evidence.
Yes. Did those videos get pulled?
Which one do you need?
I need the video with both subjects on it.
Okay, I do have that one. I cannot pause it. It'd have to play all the way through, or you could tell me to stop.
Okay, that'll be fine.
If you just want the first half, I'll stop whenever you say stop or whatever. You want me to
That'll
play it
be
now?
fine. Yes, please.
Do you need more of that video?
No, if you could just play it one more time. Who we see with no mask on is about an inch and a half shorter than the individual that has a mask on. They are not the same height. That is distinctly two separate individuals. That is not the same individual. If you could play that one more time, please. Thank you very much.
It fits. It fits for me. Can we see the part where he's standing up, Judge? After he bends down from height.
You need to see it again?
I can't
I'm.
hear you.
Did you need to see it again?
Yeah, so one more time.
Okay. What I hope that you'll see from this video is that when you see Darian Brown with no mask on, you will notice that he is distinctly 1.5 to 2 inches shorter than the individual with the mask on. They are not the same height, therefore, they cannot be the same person. I just like to submit that evidence, Your Honor.
You may submit the evidence. Anything further from the defense team?
Yes, we would like to call a witnesses then.
I'm sorry. Repeat.
We would like to call the witness to the stand.
Your witness. Who are you? Your witness you're calling?
Our client, Darian Brown.
It's Mr.
Well, I guess when we started this, we did not pick nobody to play Darren Brown because he was not going to speak. He was, what we were told, Your Honor, incompetent. So we do not have no one to, unless you guys want to wait until Wednesday.
Defense.
If any way possible we can get him on today, it would be great.
I think it should just be noted, if we're not able to speak with Mr. Brown, that he has emphatically stated that the individual with the mask on is not him.
Okay.
So noted. Anything
Your
further
Honor,
from?
we
I'm
would
sorry.
like to enter into evidence the clothing of our client, Mr. Brown, that was obtained by the police at his home.
You may enter it at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that evidence is already entered. First hearing prosecutor entered that as in her opening statement, the evidence of the shirt, the hoodie, the shoes, and the glasses.
So
The
noted.
report. Thank you.
I'm sorry. So noted. At this time, it appears there's no further witnesses for the defense or prosecutor. Will we move forward now for closing arguments?
Okay.
Would you like to take a 2-second break?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me?
Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's Closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it.
Madam Prosecutor, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
You may present your closing arguments.
Jurors, we've already showed you all the video, and you can actually see Darian Brown kidnapping the toddler out of the home. Within our report and the evidence that we found, he ended up taking this little old precious baby 8 blocks away into the woods all at night and killed him and disposed of him in the street. DB went home, changed clothes, and went back for the other twin. You have heard from the grandfather and what he went through. Same scenario. Neighbors have been bullied, not sure of what the defendant would do next. He is a danger to all residents in the neighborhood. Please do the right thing and take him off these streets, because next time it could happen to any one of you. You have anything else to add, Prosecutor Second Chair?
No.
Defense, you may present your closing argument.
On lead defense, am I doing the closing?
I just have a few things to say. Dear members of the jury, I thank you for your patience and your service on this difficult trial. It's not that difficult. You have a reasonable doubt. The clothing and evidence that was presented with very little blood that could have been put on his clothing, his shoes, his glasses, but they failed to mention the clothing at Monica's. In the washing machine, a towel with blood. Cameron runs out the house with no clothes. They didn't call the police until after 10, giving them time to clean up the mess. This here young man, he's not guilty of the crime all by himself. Someone assisted him in doing this. If he had
Objection, Your Honor.
It's closing argument. Closing
Objection,
argument.
Your Honor. In her closing, she's stating information that was not presented in this trial. The blood that was in the wash machine allegedly was not stated in the trial. Anything else that was found at Monica's house or Mrs. Sherrod's house was not mentioned in the trial.
It was on video. It was on video, and I'm sure everyone has saw it.
It was not mentioned in this trial.
Okay, strike that. This here is not a clean-cut case, as they're saying. This young man did not do this crime. Monica couldn't keep her story straight. With she remembered this, she don't remember that. She says she thinks it was Darian, when in the video it shows two different people. This here you have, I believe, which I can't put in there who I believe it was, but I do know one of those people were Darian. And when he bent down to rub Carter's head, he was no danger to that baby. He's no danger to the neighborhood. So they're painting him out to be a big bad monster killer of babies, and that's not it. No one saw him except for Monica, which we don't know about the videos, if they've been tampered with or not. And I moved to find this young man not guilty. Chair 3, you may go ahead.
On the day that this heinous crime took place, a young innocent child lost his life for no good reason. Someone with a pure evil heart took the life of a baby. We still do not know who that is. I believe with the evidence that has been showed, or should I say lack thereof, that there is reasonable doubt to find our client not guilty. This seems like a sheer miscarriage of justice taking place right in front of your eyes. I don't understand. I'll never understand why people do the things that they do. I'll never understand the hurt that they inflict on others. But I do understand that this case is not solved, no matter how much people want to point the finger and they want someone to have to blame. We cannot just allow someone to go to jail or potentially be put on death row because of a thought or because someone can't remember or because someone might or might not have coached a child to say something to fit their narrative. At the end of the day, you have to look inside your hearts. You have to look at the facts of this case and ask yourself, are you sure without a reasonable doubt that this young man committed this crime, that he took the life of this child and came back into a home, touched the child's head, and walked away? It makes absolutely no sense. There's no sheer logic to that. There's no sheer logic. We are all entitled to justice. We are all entitled to a fair trial of a jury of our peers. Yes, Cash Gernon deserved justice. But putting someone away who did not commit the crime is not justice. No amount of anger, no amount of finger pointing, no amount of frustration in this case is going to bring this child back. But you can stop another tragedy, another young life from being taken by looking at the facts of this case and making sure that you're doing the right thing. Our client is innocent. He's not innocent of everything. Yes, he's a teenager. He's done stupid things, and we all have. But to do something of this magnitude, something this hurtful and evil, it is not within our client's realm. No one escalates to this point out of nowhere. There are signs, there are signals, there are things that you can see. Darian Brown is still yet a kid. Darian Brown did not commit this crime. Your Honor, we rest our case.
I'd like to thank you all both. At this time, I will be speaking directly to the members of the jury. You have heard from both sides. Excuse me. You have heard now from both sides, the prosecutor and the defense. Members of the jury, You've heard the testimonies and you've seen the evidence. I would caution you. The attorneys are not evidence. They presented a case to you. You must, and you alone, as you go into the jury room, deal with the facts and the facts only.
That's right.
Once you decide what facts and evidence proves or disproves Mr. Brown's innocence or guilt, you will notify the bailiff. Before you do that, you will select a foreperson who will be the liaison between yourself and I once you return to the courtroom. Once again, you will have all to your disposal, all of the evidence that was submitted that you may review, you may look at any time. Because of the severity of this case, I would say I would sequester you, but no need. I would trust that you have set this time through and you will be able to honestly and fairly render a verdict. At this time, you may rise and go to the jury room and select a foreman. Thank you in advance for your service. And if there's any questions that you have, please write them down and present them to me. Thank you again. And at this time, bailiff, you may escort the jurors to the jury room.
Okay, do we have the jurors in the room? You guys, this is how we're going to do it. If you guys want to get together tonight, I'll put the link in there. You guys can start discussing it. Or do you want to wait till tomorrow at 5? I'll send you a private link. You guys can come in here and start discussing it. What do the jurors want to do? For the jurors, do you want to come up? Not in front of everybody. So this is why I'm asking you now. I was in, Wanda, you was in there. You was in there. So I'm wondering, because we're going to have to close this live and you guys have to talk amongst yourself. We can't hear what you guys talk about. We can't listen to what you guys talk about. You heard the rules of the judge. The judge says you have to appoint someone and go in there. And if you have any questions for the judge, you pick someone to ask that question and we will get the question to the judge. So do you want to do it today or do you want to do it tomorrow? I need the jurors that we picked to tell me what they want to do. I know it's running a little late. Ian E says, if you want, we'll shut this live down. And you guys all, if I don't have your phone number, you have to text it to me so I can text you the link. Kitten says, today, please. Ian E says, yep. Tomorrow at 5 so we could be prepared, okay? Kitten says today. Ian E says tomorrow. Pez says, if it's chat, yes, I'll come, but I can't call because I'll be in chemo. What about tomorrow? What about tomorrow? Tomorrow at 5? Okay. V. Linville, tomorrow at 5. Well, only but the jurors. Only but the jurors. At 5 p.m., I will get in touch with everyone and send you the link. I mean, I would if you guys want. Okay. Tomorrow will be just fine. Okay. Court is now adjourned.